Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG. It's Monday, and it's ban time. The ban hammer has arrived for mini cards inside of Magic. Before we get started, don't forget, comment, like, subscribe. Links in the description. I'm going on vacation soon, so cut me some slack in the next week or two. However, we've got to get into this because, whoo, daddy, it's lit. So, standard, obviously perfectly fine. Not, but it's the least broken format apparently, and that's saying a lot. Jesus Christ. Anyway, Pioneer, Amalia, this name is banned. Sorin, Imperial Bloodlord, is banned in Pioneer. Moving to Modern, Nadu, Winged Wisdom is banned. Gee, didn't see that coming. And Grief is banned. Oh, finally. Legacy Grief is banned. Gee, who would have thought that when you have Reanimate and everything else? But anyway. Now, in Vintage, something interesting. We have finally banned Urza Saga. It has restricted, so it's only a one of. Right. And we've also restricted the Vexing Bauble because, well, it's just so good because people don't have to cast spells without mana, so it just shuts down every deck, like, over and over again. But we'll get to that down here in the bottom. Explorer, same two cards are banned because, you know, that's a shitty version of Pioneer on Arena, whatever. Historic, no changes. Timeless, no changes. And Brawl, no changes. The formats that nobody really plays. Anyway, effective date for these bans are August 26th, today. And for Arena, tomorrow. So, yeah. Seems pretty interesting. Let's look at why, as if we didn't know. Yeah. Because Duskmourn's coming out, they're not going to ban anything because of X, Y, and Z. Because with the new set coming out at the end of the month, they don't want to ban a card when the new set could come out and change the whole format, yada yada, schmackety schmackety. We get that. There'll be another ban and restricted announcement coming soon. It says here the last one's on June 24th. The next ban restricted announcement will be December 16th. So we'll have October and November, basically. Half of December, and then for Christmas, the ban hammer. But we'll see if they actually ban anything. I doubt they will. All right, so yeah, it just talks about stuff they're looking at. You know, Cavern of Souls is, you know, clearly really good. In every format, to be fair. So yeah, just leave it alone. Like, do I like it? Yes. Do I like playing against it? No. It's one of those things. However, one thing it's not is Ragavan, so we'll just leave it at that. So Pioneer, why were these banned? As if we didn't know. Clearly, Sorin Imperious Bloodlord has been banned because of Vein Ripper. If you guys haven't seen this card get played in the Pro Tour, then I don't know where you've been at. But basically, you lay this guy on turn 3 and then play this guy for free. Yeah, just that good. And that's just insane. So, and then let's see here. Wild Growth Walker, Fable Mirror Breaker. Where's the other chick at? Well, I guess because Vein Ripper lets you gain life, this chick just goes ham and blows everybody up. You know, because every time you gain life, she gets to explore. When her power is 20, then you destroy all of the creatures. Which then you die to Vein Ripper. But honestly, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, to be fair, should be banned. Not even gonna lie. A large metagame share above 30% over the RCQ season. Boy, it's more than 30%. You're just talking about the RCQ season. You're talking about everything else and the top 8s and 10s or 12s, 16s, 24s. Everywhere. The thing is everywhere. And for good reason. It's insanely good. Not even gonna lie. Which the only bad part about this being banned is now this card is gonna get really cheap. Again. Anyway. So, We stated in the previous ban restricted announcement that the Amelia deck is one that we've had our eye on for a while. Yeah, creature-based combo decks are something we believe adds positive texture to the format, metagame, when reasonable. Unfortunately, this particular version of the creature combo has too many problems. This deck uses Amelia, Acquire, Wild Growth Walker, and various ways to gain life to kick off the series of triggers. So yeah, this thing here, it says whenever a creature explores, put +1/+1 counter on the Wild Growth Walker. You gain 3 life. Every time you gain 3 life, where's she go? She goes off, and then she explores, and so forth and so on, and yaddy schmackety. So there's that. The big one we've been waiting for. Nadu banned in Modern, and so is Grief. All right, so Michael Majors, the lead designer of Modern Horizons 3. Oh, that's his fault, huh? No, I'm joking. And resident modern format expert, written a few words about why Nadu came to be and why we're banning it, as if we didn't know. But what's really sad about this is in Modern Horizons 3. They should have just not made this thing. But whatever. We know it's a format staple. If you guys also haven't been watching in Modern, the entire Pro Tour RCQs, you name it, are just full of Nadu combo decks, which really tend to go off on turn 2 or 3, like, religiously. Like, way more than anything else. I mean, to the point where they should have gave a Splinter Twin back, and it would still be bad. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Thank God Nadu's gone. And obviously, Grief is gone because of that whole Grief combo of play Grief, put it in the graveyard, reanimate it, do it again, blink it, yakety, schmackety, eat your whole hand up, and now I've got a big, nasty 3-2 with Menace. So, yeah. It's not cool. Not cool at all. Especially when the white blink spells blink twice. And you just Grief them every turn. Every turn. So, a lot of butthurt about this, and for good reasons. I'm not even going to lie. This thing is extremely good. How good is it? Well, when you get banned in Legacy, it seems to be good. Never thought I'd see a 4-mana card banned in Legacy. Anyway. So Legacy banned for the exact same reasons because of cards like Rebirth, Ephemerate, Reanimate, Animate Dead. Notice, the only card in any of this that is playable only in Legacy, I think, is Animate Dead. And I'm not even sure that's right. That might be playable in Modern too. I'm pretty sure it's not. But still, like, these 3 cards are in Modern. Like, it was so good in Modern, it came to Legacy. Like, holy cow. You know, when you protect it with things like Daze, Force of Will, it just gets ugly. And also, things like Psychic Frog that can be used for Force of Will, for Daze, or for Grief. I mean, come on. And if you don't use it for those spells, and you just put it in play and start slapping the opponent around, you just start drawing cards. Like, the Psychic Frog is insane. Not only is he psychedelic, but he's also a badass. Give you one hell of a tongue lashing. I used to do that when I was younger. Boy, getting old sucks. Anyway, so in Vintage, we have Urza Saga, Vaxing Bubble. Now, Urza Saga, I'm pretty sure we all know why. This thing is a house in Modern and many other sets. It has been very powerful for a while. It's very good with Loris of the Dream Den. Because you could just take this thing and keep putting it in play because it keeps going to the graveyard. Also, it works well with Tinker because you go get artifacts with it. Also, it works really good with Mishra's Workshop. Because you could get artifacts with it. And Mishra's Workshop is a land that does the only thing it needs to do, which is make big things. So, yeah. I mean, along with Black Lotus and other 0/0s, you can get 6/6 Construct tokens on turn 1, which is absurd. In even Legacy, or Vintage, Vintage. Which, in a format that plays things like Time Walk, that's saying something. Anyway, and then we have Vexing Bauble. So let's see what type of shenanigans this poor thing has been causing. Well, for one, It says if a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, you counter the spell. This thing counters Lotuses, Moxes, Chalices for 0. All the good things in life. And to be fair, I'm on board with this. This is hilarious. But it's got to be restricted because, fun police. Plus, it also plays very well with Urza Saga and everything else that goes on with it. So, just playing for them just seems good. Also, it stops Force of Will because if you use the ability of Force of Will, you're not paying for it. Like anything that has a different mode to cast it that does not require mana, no bueno. Not happening. That also includes Grief and the Elementals. So, yeah, whoever made this really hated free casting, and I'm on board with that. We should give this man a card or something and tell him thank you for your service. So, there you have it, guys. And obviously, Explora, Alchemy, yeah, all the MTG stuff that nobody cares about. Same stuff Explorer's banned. So, there you have it, guys. Some of the reasons why these cards were banned, what the banned and restricted list is, and it's nice to see a little shakeup every now and then. I think if anything in this I'm unhappy about is Vexing Bauble being restricted in Vintage, which no one plays, but still chafes my bottom, because a 1-mana card that stops your opponent's Moxes and Lotuses and Forces of Wills and Dazes. Funny. So funny. It's like a chalice for your opponent's deck, and I'm down with that. That's funny. So anyway, until next time, be kind, and as always, I hope to see you across from the game table. Probably staring down my Vexing Bauble. Ha ha!